We'll stick in the SEC. Missouri fell to Arkansas by 8 today. We had Missouri as a 10 seed on Friday.
I think it says more about Arkansas, to be honest.
That what?
We know how much
they won at home against Missouri. Jesus, Rob. They were 10.5-point favorite. They didn't even cover the number.
I mean, Acuff had another game, ho-hum, like he does it every night. I mean, talk about a guy. Listen, I ripped on Kendrick Perkins' takes earlier, and some are really bad. And his is probably a little bit ridiculous that he thinks Acuff should go number 1 in this draft, but Acuff is terrific. I mean, he is a sensational player. Here's my question to you guys. All right, here's my question to you guys. Right now, they've only got 7 healthy guys. How do you put together a team? And they've only, I think, lost 1 guy, right? Isn't Knox the only one that's hurt right now, really? Mm-hmm. How do you put together a team with that much money and you only have 8 dudes? 8 dudes that can actually step on the court and play. Like who?
I mean, that's how Cal always has done it. That's Cal plays short rotation.
I think that was part of the plan. Like they're going to spend all the money on these guys, and then they're going to invest in some practice players to be able to make sure that they're able to actually get the work in. But I hear you. 8 is a very
it's just setting yourself up for
a slim margin.
You got 1 injury, you get 1 more. You get 1 more injury now, and you're down to a 6-man rotation. They played 7 guys.
How long is Knox out for? Is he done for the year, or is he just out?
No, I think it's another few weeks. So I think he'll
we don't have that long. We don't have how many weeks do we have left?
Richmond got hurt at the end of the game. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, they're down to 6. The other night, they had a couple guys foul out in that overtime game against Alabama, and they had to put in somebody I had never heard of in overtime. So I'm sitting myself like, dude, you got all this money. Like, how do you not put together a squad that goes 9 deep at least? Give me a 9th player that you could play, who can get in the rotation and may not play a ton, but like is a real player.
The level of disrespect that Jeff Goodman has right now for Jaden Karuletwa and Elmir Zafi. Like, come on, man. You don't know who Jaden and Elmir are? No. If you don't know Jaden and Elmir, you don't know ball. Like, it just point blank period. And I feel like
I'll say this for Arkansas. I'll say this for them. Like, I know Acuff gets the headlines, and he should because he's the draft prospect this year. But I think the most important player on their team is Trey Richmond because he guards the other team's best player. He is. Yes. I'm just telling you, if you watch the things that he brings to that team, it's all the stuff that you have to win. He's getting the offensive rebound. He's guarding the other team's best player. He had 21 tonight, so he can do that too. Yeah. I mean, he's just constant energy.
Did you call him their best player?
Most important.
Yeah. All right. So the X factor is the way that I would frame it.
They're done. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Take Acuff out there.
He's not the most important, but he is without a doubt the X factor.
If you take Billy Richmond out that team, they're every team scoring 100. I mean, they're doing that.
No, he does.
No, you're already doing it. Right. They're already.
Yeah.
I'm with John. John, I'm with you. Like, he is so important to what they do because of his athleticism and the playmaking defensively and what he can. Like, he's just so athletic that if he gets any kind of like lane to the rim, he's fucking dunking on your face. Right.
Exactly.
But the idea that you would call him the most important player on the team when they have Darius Acuff is insane.
It's not the most ridiculous thing that's been said on the show tonight. I feel very confident in saying that. I mean, so Goodman was saying like there's like 2 athletes that stick out in terms of like who jump off the page. It's Billy Richmond and it's you in Phoenix throwing the football down the street.
That was very athletic.
How many yards do you think that went? What was the official tally?
24.
38.
24 yards.
38 yards.
It's not 38. There's no way it was 38. Gap. Wasn't even close.
There's a big gap between the 2. All right, you guys can't ever agree on shit. It's a problem. I don't know how you guys have a business together. You guys constantly disagree. All right, what's next, Dagan?
All right, our next game, bubble game we're going to look at, Texas, Georgia. Georgia 11-point win at home. We had them as a 10 seed coming into the day. We had Texas up on the 9 line after a couple of wins.
Mike White, baby.
Would you consider that a bubble win as a 10 seed?
Yes, 100%. Big bubble win.
What is it if it's not a bubble win?
They were sliding, and then they got the win against Kentucky on the road, and they get this one, and now I'm not going to say they're comfortably in, but they're definitely on the right side of everything. And Wilkerson played well tonight for the most part. He's been banged up. Millender, Catchings was good. Listen, to me, Sean Miller's done a good job getting this Texas team back in the equation right now to be a tournament team. But they need more from some of their other – like Tremont Mark had 4 points tonight. That can't happen. That can't happen, especially when you're playing an up-and-down game like this. Vokatitis was really good for them, which he's been for the most part this year. But, big win for a Georgia team that – let's see, where we had Georgia as a 10, and Texas was a 9.
Yeah. You know who else got a really big win in the SEC tonight was Texas A&M winning at Oklahoma. And the reason why Texas A&M had a really big win is they didn't really do all that much in the non-conference at all. I think their best win in non-con play was Florida State. And here's the end of their SEC schedule. They have to play at Arkansas, Texas at home, Kentucky at home, and on the road at LSU to end the season. They could very easily go 1-3 down the stretch of this. And if you go 1-3 with what they did in non-conference, you go from going into February being all alone in first place in the SEC at 7-1 to missing the NCAA tournament. It's almost like Buzz Williams is back. It's almost like Buzz Williams is back at Texas A&M, having great starts to the season and then just kind of pooping all over yourself down the stretch of the year.
Yeah, except at Maryland, it was just always poop from the beginning. So,
all right, Jacob, what do we got?
All right, let's keep moving through some of these. A big one, USC loses at home to Oregon. USC comes into the night as an 11 seed. They were the last team above the last 4 in.
No, they're going to be out now.
Brutal loss for USC. They get Chad Baker-Mazara back. Elijah Arenas plays. Last I checked, there's only one basketball.
You can't lose that game. You can't lose that
game. There's only one basketball, and Chad Baker-Mazara and Elijah Arenas on the court. I'm not sure how good that goes. No, I like both of them, but again, just don't know if I trust this team. And Elijah Arenas coming in midseason, Baker-Mazara getting hurt. Maybe if he had them all, like if he had Elijah from the preseason healthy, maybe Musk could have figured this team out and they could have been at least exciting to watch. But right now they're on the outside looking in. Bad loss.
You know who the biggest loser of the night tonight was? Who probably had the worst night tonight was the Mountain West.
Yeah.
It was a brutal night in the Mountain West.
Well, New Mexico ended up winning. New Mexico ended up coming back and winning.
Yeah, San Diego State lost. Utah State just lost at Nevada, which actually saves you because of Utah State was up 6 with 3 minutes left, and they lost. And if they had won that game, I would have had a 2-game cushion in our Mountain West championship.
That's true.
Wager.
That's very true.
So that was a huge win for you.
I actually
made some
think there was a
ridiculous
bigger
comebacks
loser.
here.
I think there might have been a bigger loser than the Mountain West tonight.
John Martin.
No, John Martin's a winner.
I'm a
Look
winner.
At his backdrop.
Yeah,
his backdrop's good. Everything looks good. The office looks good.
Dude, I tell you what, anybody that's betting against me, whoever's been betting against me for the last 10 years, 15 years, it's been really bad for you because, I'm going to the Final Four again this year with a field of 68. I'm going to D.C. with field of 68. I'm a voice on a national college basketball network. I'm a columnist in my city where I'm born and raised. I have a top-rated radio show in that city. I'm the fucking man. So you want to keep betting against me? I'm happy. Come on with it.
All right, talk your shit, John, and thanks for outing the thing that we hadn't announced yet. But thank you.
That's right.
Appreciate you.
I actually think the guy or the team that had the worst night, probably, and it's had the worst last couple of weeks, is Brad Burnell and Clemson. They're the ones. I mean, they lost to Florida State at home tonight. It's been disaster. I mean, we had them as a lock. They were a lock in the tournament 2 weeks ago. And now you're talking about probably being a 9 seed, probably like in that 9-10 range. Right. They're an 8. Yeah, they're an 8 on our last
like
show.
10 seed now, probably.
Right. They're 9-10. They're 9-10, and things are totally like going down. So I think Brad Burnell probably had the worst day of anybody today, just because now you see that, like, how do you get this thing back on the back in the rails? Because like I said earlier, like, they didn't have that much talent. He had been coaching his ass off. But then when you hit adversity like this, it's like, how do you get it back without a ton of talent? I'm not sure you do.
Yeah, tough one there. No doubt about it. We're waiting on Iowa State and BYU to finish up. This is basically – okay, it's been all BYU. So if it ends anything other than